Hey, good evening or good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn Renee McDonald. This is part 3 of a segment series that I'm doing for Practical Spirituality Live. It is about the energy in names and how to read energy and how to read names, as well as lawsuits in this practical Earth World 3D reality. This is part 3, and I'm going to pick up where I left off from the last segment. And where we were in the last thing is we were talking about all different names. We talked about names of lawyers. We talked about names of different people, friends, family. And we had just, all different people have different kinds of names. And a name tells you everything about people, gives you a whole idea of who they are and what's going on with them, their energy, okay? So back to basically in this segment, we didn't do a whole entire energy segment on the name, but to give you ideas about what is happening here in this earthward reality, just to pay attention to a name, think about what it means, feel in your heart, ask spirit about what the name means for you. What is the energy that this person carries? Is this a detriment to you, an unwellness? Is this something you should be weary of? Is this something you should take a look at? And being wise when you meet new people and knowing about them and asking spirit for everything that you need. Okay, but this is about you paying attention to everything that is energy and a name, which is something that people use to, it's their identity. They use it to present themselves and who they are in this reality. So whatever's in that name is going to be in their energy all the time. Okay. So the first part of this was a little bit about names. Then we went into the lawsuits, and then we went into attorneys, and then we went into different names of different people and what they tell you about them. And now we're going to go into the love, like lovers. I had somebody who, a lovers kind of a thing, or partnerships, is going to tell you about people. Like we just talked about, love heart is somebody in their heart space. Well, their last name is love heart or true heart. Are they true? Are they going to be true? So their name tells you everything about you, or everything about them to you. Okay. So super, super important. So remember, pay really good attention to names. The other thing about names is old world Celtic names. All right. Sarah, Lisa, Jonathan, Robert, English, Celtic, Ireland, all old world stuff tells you a lot about you. Having Viking history names, having Viking history, old world Celtic energy, it's all within the name. Think about the origin of the name and where it comes from. So what this means is you have this energy in your soul. Okay, so it's to let you know, people who have been around for a really long time, many times in this life, they've chosen to capitalize and bring back some of that Viking energy, those old world times, possibly even witch energy. Depends on the person and their stuff and their name, as well as ancient names like Elizabeth, Sarah, Anne, Rachel. Very, very, very old names carry a lot of spiritual royalty and royalty in them. I mean, two really, really famous names since the beginning of time and all throughout time that were queen energy names are Elizabeth and Anne. Everybody's heard of Queen Anne and Queen Elizabeth, So these names, again, they carry that old world Celtic energy. They tell you about Viking lifetimes, being a very, very, very old soul. They tell you about witch lifetimes, pagan lifetimes, okay? They tell you all about that, as well as having queen energy and carrying that energy with you, or king energy, King James, gives you a really good idea of the energy of the person. So let's say the person's name is Robert James, and then their last name is, true heart, or you know what I mean. So you may say, oh well, this person has a true heart, and they also have Robert, which is a lot of Celtic energy in them from the beginning of time. It's an old world name. Maybe they have old world beliefs that they carry in with them. They will have some of those as well. Now when I say maybe, it really comes right down always to the person and their energy, what they come in here to do and manifest. It is somewhere in their soul, somewhere, whether it's present, they're utilizing that energy from past life, from the lives from the beginning of time to present day earth reality. Okay, so it's really fascinating what a name can tell you, as well as the beginning of the name is the beginning of your life. The middle of your name is the middle of your life. The end of your name is the end of your life. Okay, and it's all different. It's variations of that to tell you in this reality who you are, and it's of course there's always exceptions to every rule, like we say, but it enables you to gauge people, learn about them, their life, who they are, their past lives, their energy, the energy that they carry in with them, the God magic that they have somewhere within them. Are they spiritually gifted? Are they abundant? Are they carrying queen abundant energy with their names? So it's really fascinating. Again, the more complex the name, the more stuff they have going on in them. And so pay attention to that as well. Like Robert, Susan, James, Dion, Celtic, Sam, that might be his whole name. That's a lot of stuff going on in that name. If somebody has a really long name, so there's a lot of stuff either going on with them and or as well as going on in here or in here. Some may be positive, some may not be. You will tell, but you'll be able to really tell by their actions and what they do. But the name is their identity. It's who they present themselves to be in this reality, and so it gives you a heads up of who people are. So when you're looking for things like attorneys, doctors, dentists, take a look at their name. Anybody who's going to be of service to you or to be a friend or that somebody you want to date or a lover, the very first place you're going to start with is with their name, the energy that they present to you. Okay, so this is really the last part of this segment. There is going to be more elaborate segments on the energy of names and learning how to read them coming in the future, but I only have a few more minutes here, so I want to close up this last segment as my phone is, since I've been using YouTube, is doing a lot of battery rundown, or memory rundown too. So I just wanted to give you this heads up. Remember that whether it's a lawsuit or you need an attorney or you have a judge or you have a paralegal or you're trying to work something out and date somebody, all of these things are relevant to everything in your life. Everything is energy, and names are no different. So I wish you guys a great day. Many blessings, and this is the end of part 3 of our segment on work dealing with legalities in this earth world reality and courts and stuff like that, as well as dealing with names. All right. Have the best day, everybody. Many, many, many blessings. And I'll talk to you next time in our next segment. Much love.